The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Jets at 12-2 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. That one goes for 24 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for dealing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he works free. 20. 5. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels will drop this one off to Eckler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Rolling to his right. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll take him to the ground quickly, but he's able to get it down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers again now.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Now he's free to midfield. Austin Eckler. He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88, 88, take 30.
On first down, Rodgers. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 39. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And check down, complete to Hall.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Quincy Williams. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He's got McCaffrey open, complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, take 26. Get that first down, fellas. Hey, 88.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Okay, ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.